Yeah.
Check the static on the screen, channel 3, fuzzy logic. Tuning in the frequency of digital narcotic. Blow the dust out the cartridge, the ritual is ancient. Patience is a virtue when the signal is adjacent to the noise. Gray box on the floor, hardwired, RF switch screwed in, the adapter is tired. But the cathode ray tube is burning with a blue hue, glued to view. Nothing else for us to do, true. We didn't have the terabytes, just sprites and terabytes. 8 bits of pixel art, keeping us up on terror nights. No save states, no checkpoints, just raw adrenaline. Sediment of memory, buried where we settle in. Controllers rectangular, angles cutting the palm skin. Calm sands, resetting the console when we can't win. It was distinct, the instinct to synchronize. Before the internet severed the human link in our eyes.
Tangible dream, in a panel room. Before the graphics got sharp, we were chasing the bloom. Just a flicker in the dark, a phosphorus. Submission to the mission, the ultimate condition. We were architects of blocks and the resolution low. But the feeling was high and the pacing was slow. Yeah, the world was heavy, but the controller was light. Holding on to a plastic brick to get us through the night.
Look, we map the dungeons on graph paper, pencil, and lead. Navigate the labyrinth strictly inside of the head. No guides, no YouTube, no forums to cheat with. Just the playground rumors that we used to compete with. Up, down, down. The code was a secret language, while the real world outside was causing us deep anguish. Cold War on the news, but we fighting the Red Falcon. Sitting crisscross applesauce on the carpet. No talcum, it was rudimentary, elementary, sensory deprivation. A pixelated vacation from a crumbling nation. We filled in the gaps with imagination, vivid and vast, making cinematic epics out of a silicon cast. 2 buttons, A and B, simple duality, running from the complexity of reality. See, the graphics were flat, but the depth was infinite. Now it's 4K realism, but the soul ain't in it. So rewind the tape, listen to the magnetic hiss. There's a specific innocence that I started to miss. Not the game itself, but the feeling of earning it. The candle at both ends and how we were burning it. We were pioneers, drifting in a digital frontier. Before the monetization made the vision unclear. Just a boy in a box and a glowing glass eye, watching the days of the in-the-law era go by.
It was a tangible dream in a wood-paneled room. Before the graphics got sharp, we were chasing the bloom. Just a flicker in the dark, a phosphor ignition. Submission to the mission, the ultimate condition. We were architects of blocks and a resolution low, but the